Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and today we are here with a painting that I have done over the past week, and this is based or inspired by Myra's beautiful ocean paintings that she has done. I will pop a couple of pictures up here and a link in the description where you can buy prints of her artwork because it's absolutely beautiful and I love it, and it inspired me to do this one. Obviously it's not the same, it's not a draw this in your style I don't think, because I didn't really use any elements. I just basically had the underwater thing with something on the surface. So I wanted to tell a story with my artwork. I always do want to tell a story with my artwork, but I tend to not do finished pieces that much. I usually just get one element, draw it on a white background and paint it, and that's it, I'm done with it. So I really wanted to experiment with this, but I was actually really scared to start it for some reason. I took weeks to start this painting. I came up with the idea a couple of weeks ago, actually when Myra posted her newest ocean painting video. I was like, okay, I want to do something like this, but I want to do it based on me and my experiences. So I ended up thinking about doing some sort of Nessie painting because I am Scottish, if you did not know. I am not Irish, I am not English, even though sometimes I sound like I am because I put on this stupid phone voice and I can't get rid of it, but I'm Scottish. And when I was really young, I can't remember what age I was, but I went to Inverness, and that's where the Loch Ness monster is supposedly meant to hang out. That's where it lives. And me and my brother and my mum, and I think my gran, I'm not sure, I can't remember, my memory's very blurred, but we went on a boat and we were shouting to try and find Nessie. So we were like, hey Nessie, where are you, and stuff like that. So I thought it would be a really cool painting to do, and Nessie could be like underneath the water, like chilling out. She doesn't want to come up. I'm guessing it's a girl, I don't know, but I thought it would be cool, and I just added the sign for extra interest, although I don't think the sign should be there. I really think I should have put it on an island like what Myra had and put the sign on the island with foliage and stuff like that. The details of the boat and the person on the boat is really small, and it was really hard to put any detail into it, so I actually just decided to paint that black. But the actual person on the boat is from a reference that I made my son do. I made my son put up his hands and shout something while I took a picture of it, and then I used that as a reference to draw the person. So yeah. But I seem to have a fear of doing paintings like this, and I guess the fear comes from the fact that I haven't really done them. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm like, if I don't know what I'm doing, how can I do it? But the only way to know what you're doing is to actually do it in practice. So I think that it's really important just to start and not worry if you make mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes on this thing. It didn't really come out the way that I wanted it to. I should have used more reference while I was painting it, and I should have used a little bit more reference while I was drawing it as well. Maybe referenced Myra's painting a little bit more just to get elements from hers and see what she did, and kind of incorporate that into my drawing as well, because it was meant to be a draw this in your style slash with a twist sort of thing. So I should have really referenced her painting a lot more, especially with the coral at the bottom of the painting. I think I could have did that so much better. I didn't add enough, and when I added more with white paint later, you'll see it in the picture, I didn't really record it, but I added more white stuff and it was too thick, and I should have practiced that on sketchbook paper first to make sure that I could control the brush better. Actually, after I did this painting, I did use a different brush in my sketchbook and did a lot of foliage work, and I was really happy with that. So I think that I may actually do this painting again and maybe try and do it a little bit better next time. So this particular piece, the line art, is available on my Etsy store if you want to go and get it. It is available for you to download and colour if you want digitally, or print it out and colour it yourself. You can print it on printer paper and then transfer it to watercolour paper if you have a cheap printer, or if you don't have a printer then obviously you can just do it in paint or whatever if you feel like it. I don't know, maybe But I thought it was really cool. It was nice to actually draw from my imagination or past experiences for once and create artwork using that, because I never usually do that, and it's really hard for me to come up with creative ideas. But I really like this one. I just think that it needs a little work, especially with the way that I coloured it. As you can see right now, it's pretty green. Well, Nessie is green and the boat is, coloured and the coral is coloured. But later on I go in and cover it all in black. And I think that even after me covering it in black, I should have put more detail in it. Later on, I looked at Myra's painting again and I seen that she did all of the detailing of the eyes and some of the details of the whale that she drew with the white gel pen or white paint or whatever she used. And I think that was a really good idea. I should have done that. But overall, I'm happy that I'd done this. I'm a bit sad that I took so long to do it, but I think that I can rework it and do it again and make it much better. It's not bad, I don't think. It's a little bit too dark as well because of the blackness, and to make it more suited to having the black in the boat and the person and all that stuff, I wanted to make it more like nighttime. But I think I could make this really cool if I did it during the day and still had the black, like maybe sunset or something. It's just really hard with the fact that it's 2D, so the line for the ocean just stops and then you have the sky. So I'm thinking maybe the horizon level should be a little bit further back, like the boat should not be on the line of the ocean. I'm not sure. I need to research that more, but I definitely screwed this up and I wasn't happy with it. And in fact, I got really down about it as well because I thought it was going to be an amazing piece. I was like, this is from my imagination. It's from past experiences. I drew this from myself. Like, nobody else has done a painting like this, I don't think. And I think that it was really cool. But then I screwed it up and I was like, oh my God, I screwed it up. How could I screw it up? And I just felt really bad. But to be honest, if you want to make pieces like this, where it has loads of elements in it and it has a background and it has everything in it, you just got to go and do it. And then if it screws up, do it again or move on to the next thing and just learn from your mistakes. And I definitely have learned a lot from this painting, and I'm happy that I did it because I know now not to do what I did. Also, it made me realise that my brushes are actually rubbish. Like, I don't have very good brushes and I do wish that I had better brushes. So I'm going to invest in some decent brushes soon. Maybe for my birthday I might buy myself a couple of decent brushes. The brushes that I have are not bad, but they're not good for pieces like this. I don't have one that I can do a massive wash with. You'll see that in the future of this video. I try to do a gradient wash in the ocean and in the sky, and I just completely screw it up. This is all in real time, so I did cut a bunch out. Here I'm using a marker to get the black in, but then I stopped using a marker and I end up using archival ink, Indian ink, after this, because I thought if I want to sell it, then I don't want to use anything that will fade. So I used archival ink. How is that so hard to say? Anyway, so if you do want to buy this original painting, it will be on my Etsy soon, and the link will be in the description below as well for you guys if you want to buy it and have this in your home. Although maybe you should wait until the next time I do one. No, if you really like it, you should get it, but obviously I'm planning on doing it again in a better way. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. I'll just move on to something else, but I am happy that I did it and I think it's cool. I haven't asked Myra if I could sell it yet. I don't know if I can, but I'm sure she'd be alright with it. It was just inspired by her work. It wasn't an exact replica of it. I did use references of random fish for the fishies in the sea, and didn't copy what fish she used, although she used pretty good fish, to be honest. I feel like I'm blowing up her bottom right now with compliments, but the piece was really cool, and I don't know, I like it. I just think that it needs some work, and I definitely am not good with loose detailed pieces. I think I'm really good with getting detail in watercolour, but not with big, huge things. Like, I just didn't know how to fill up the page as much. The composition wasn't really great. I don't know. It was really hard to get Nessie on there. I mean, she doesn't even look that big, even though she takes up more than 3/4 of the page. But she does need to be a little bit bigger, I think. And then maybe the boat closer. And like I said, the sign needs to be on an island. But I thought that that wouldn't make sense because the home of Nessie isn't on an island. The home of Nessie is under the water. So I thought that maybe somebody's put that sign there so that they'd stay away from Nessie. But maybe they might stay away from the island because it's on an island. I have no idea. I'm overthinking it. The sign also looks obnoxiously big compared to the boat. Like, the sign definitely wouldn't be that big in real life unless they made it that big, I guess, so that people could see it. But the perspective is off, the composition is off, everything's off about it. But I am, like I said, happy that I did this piece, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing me fail and why I failed and how I can improve. Maybe if you give me some tips down below on what to do to make this composition better or to make the piece better overall, what do you think I should do? Please tell me. I would like to know. I want to get better. Constructive criticism is all the rage. So yeah, that's the piece. Like I said, remember, if you want it as a colouring page, it will be on my Etsy store and you can purchase it and download it digitally. I'll put the transparent file so that it's just the lines if you want to do it digitally, and the just on the white background if you don't care about the digital work thing as well. But I'm super excited that I did this, and I really want to do more pieces like this, not exactly like this, but more elements in artwork rather than just doing one simple thing in my art. And it is hard. It's really hard, and I don't know why we have a fear of it. It's just like, it's art, you can do it again, you don't have to worry. Like, it didn't take that much paint to do or that much ink to do. One watercolour paper is not that expensive, so it's not like I wasted a lot of supplies, but I just had a fear of starting it. I drew it out on my digital tablet. It took me a while to figure out the composition and stuff even then, and then I printed it out on printer paper and transferred it to watercolour, and it was sitting on my desk, strapped to my desk for like 3 days before I started painting it. So yeah, watercolour artwork, big artworks are scary sometimes, and I'm really sorry that I didn't actually record all of it. I didn't do that, but I did take a picture, so you'll see it at the end. And I know this is really bright. I just, the sun came out and I didn't adjust my camera. So anyway, that's basically all I've got to say. I'm literally rambling until the end of the video so that you guys can still listen to me talk while you're watching this. But I'm happy with the fact that I'm putting up videos on a Wednesday now. I am putting up studio vlogs on a Friday, so look forward to my new studio vlog, which I haven't started. It's Wednesday right now, and I haven't started it because my son was off for 2 days, and I didn't anticipate how much time my son being off would take out of my day. So yeah, I am going to get back into the swing of things, and I'm excited to start vlogging and stuff. I'm sitting with a towel on top of my head because I just came out the bath. Too much information probably for an art video, but I don't care. It's my channel and I can do what I want. So yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Please tell me in the comments below if you've been working on anything like this or what you're working on. I would love to know that. And please remember and hit the notification bell as well if you want to get notified of the videos that I post, because YouTube is stupid and will not put the video in some sub boxes, but also will not notify you for a day later, so that's exciting. Go YouTube! Anyway, guys, I am so glad that you came to hang out with me today. Please remember to comment below with any of the questions that I asked you in this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate the support. and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.